You tell me that you love me. 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 You tell me that you love me.
Cheers, man.
No worries.
Oi, send me group link when you're when
Oh,
you've got an iTag,
I do have it right now, actually.
just so I can watch from stream. You can listen to the insight and watch live. Also, I'm keen to see your stream.
I'm happy with how it turned out, actually. Yes, very pleased with myself.
Here's trouble.
Hey, hey. What's...
Not much. Did you see that last game?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Mate, absolute sleeper.
Yeah, it's a bit of a low game.
I might change the tag of this. I tag it to low elo.
What is up with this? This one.
I'm really rooting for a TFB world. I normally call the ASB team TFB.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
I'm
can't-
gonna call them
can't do
TFB now.
Can't do that.
TPF, TFB. It's the same thing, isn't
It
it?
doesn't matter, but don't disrespect the man.
Alright, I'm gonna call them TFB.
Just make sure you remember to name the team iTag
Ah,
and turn off overtime.
Oh shit, you... Okay. TBF. C22.
Isn't it TFB?
The Father's Ball.
It's arcane, isn't it? Pink, your brother is not happy that you're here.
Okay, I think everything's good. No OT.
Why is he not happy?
Let's
He's
go.
just not happy
Because he
he lost.
he just wants it all for himself, mate. You know how he is.
Are we on stream?
We are.
I think we are actually.
I won't
Definitely
stay
Hello,
around.
are.
welcome. Yeah, careful. All right. Second game of the first week of season 12 for OLTP. We have the Cat 22s, the storied franchises, back against the season 5 champions, the Ballfathers. What are we feeling like for this game? Two teams that maybe struggled in the draft, but hoping to prove everyone wrong. I think they were the two lowest rated teams in the preseason polls. Is that right?
Yes,
were.
they sure were.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. I know both teams have been practicing a fair bit, so it'll be interesting to see if they can put in a bit of a performance and get the upper hand against the other team and maybe make a finals push. Any predictions, boys?
I'm back in Ballfathers here, I think.
TFB.
TFB. Yeah, I'm
If
with
they
that.
can get the first cap, then I think tilt will set in.
Wait, the tilt on the side of, Jeremy.
I don't even think it has to be
Rain.
a cap, just a loose way of getting out, and it can put them on tilt. Maybe even a missed pup. Maybe even just bad comps. Just anything can set these guys off.
When Borwas is the most level-headed man on the team, you know you're struggling. All right, first round of pups. Looks like Aki will get that top one. Yeah, nice. 2 wins for the Ballfathers, and Pencil locking it down on D so far. Aspi out and ahead of 2 with a nice kill in the base. Going to get his own return onto Borwas. Brilliant from Aspi. Well done from Ballfathers all around, really. First cap.
done by Aspie there to grab the RB and use it effectively.
I wonder if that was comms or just luck that he got out bot and Ball also happened to come out bot. But Pencil was able to get the 1v1 return and set his team up. Ballus, meanwhile, is out, looking to come into base boost straight on. Letty just catches in there and goes for an interesting grab. I wouldn't expect that from the Ballfathers team, but he does temporarily get out until he hits a step. Rain looking to come in, and Pencil's pushed a little too far after that Letty grab. Rain can't use the bomb effectively. Another grab, but they do have anti on the backside, and looks like a reset as we see Jake probably.
Oh, so close. Pups are spawning here.
Yeah, no contest. No contest from Ballfathers. As I say that, Letty still wins one. They go even here. 2 Duke Juices. We're joined by the lesser of the 2 brothers.
No.
Let's just man him his way out of base.
Oh, Letty.
Oh.
Wanted it.
Making fun of other people's ping again.
The stream ain't about you, buddy.
I was disrespected.
Disrespected, sure. Oh, Aspie showing he's still got some moves from 4 years ago. Not enough to beat Jeremy, but enough to beat Boom. No grabs, hopefully, from the Ballfathers on the backside there. Jake gets in and Pencil gets the return. No anti played on Boom headshot. Means that the regrab train is still going to continue. And on Emerald, that is rather punishing.
And they'll have this regrab train for pups as well. Let's see.
Aspie not looking.
Oh,
Yeah, Aspie didn't want to give up that mid position, but
nice
I think he played it well. They do lose both tag pros though, which is very unfortunate. Both of them on O is probably the best situation they could have had. As long as they can keep holding, Pencil really needs to stay alive here. This will be the big test.
Boom. Nice snipe. Aspie finding his way in.
Oh, can't.
Letty with the
Letty
bomb.
needs to hit this bomb.
Oh, not quite. Yeah.
Really?
TFB probably lucky to only get away with conceding 1 cap there. Almost could have conceded a second.
Yeah, with two tag pros, could be risky.
Grab by Letty.
Jake a little slow. We'll get the kill and hopefully can be out against Boom. He's known for his jukes. Not enough to beat Boom there. Just want to see Ballfathers getting control of these pups again. I think they will be able to use them well. Another round coming up in about 10 seconds. Hopefully no more grabs leading up to that. So we see teams set up to contest. You often can have all 8 contesting the pups on Emerald, as it's such a quick map. RB unfortunately goes to Aspie. They do win 1 pup. They will get out, and Ballus on the other side is not going to get away from Letty, which means Aspie just needs to beat Boom, and he'll be ahead of 3. Jeremy from behind with a nice snipe, though, and Ballus with some clever anti. Looks like a full reset for everyone involved until Jeremy gets a double kill. Interesting. Letty going to boost ahead, and cleverly chooses to boost into that lane, and Jeremy had no chance.
Aspie getting the anti as well, shutting it down. Seems like the Cat 22s have been getting out a little bit easier. Maintaining these trains as well.
Tell you what, these spikes in base doing some work. Letty with a nice boost, but gonna push Jake straight into that. Rain with a questionable grab. Ball's not able to help him out there. I think teams will be a little passive until pups come up again. 1-1 is the score. It's a map where you can cap very quickly, so don't expect it to be low scoring the entire way through. Rain has got great position on Aspie for this top pup, and they lose both pups again. They did concede a cap the last time this happened, and with a lead for Rain with Ballus, looks like they could be conceding another cap here, the Ballfathers. They're able to close Rain down in that bot choke though, and Letty may be out temporarily. Boom headshot shuts him down.
Yeah, Cap 22s just couldn't get that lead smooth. And yeah, Aspie was able to find a way through.
What do you think about going down the bot choke there with that lead? Is that a bit of a questionable decision? Surely you'd want to stay
yeah,
a little bit
if you
through
go
mid.
through mid, that's, I mean, it's hard to bot lane is good because they can't snipe you through that lane, but I think yeah, Aspie just had a nice run in, and the TP lead didn't shift around to block him off.
Aspie ceding the pressure on Ballus to get that pup. They do get a tag bro and a juke juice. Last time this happened, Aspie was able to get out, and it looks like he will again. Hopefully
Ballus
create a
is safe
chance.
mode.
Yeah, he is, and Pencil's probably not going to be able to get that 1v3. They're going to need Letty to do something as well, or Jake now to come off Ree, which he's not very happy to do most of the time. Aspi needs to really to stay alive, can't juke around Rain. Nice closing down. Jeremy does get the return, but Pencil is there to help out and save Jake from conceding that cap. Pencil looking to come in, gets closed down by about 3 members. Letty holding Bulwark off, and it looks like we'll just go into a hold for hold situation here. Both flag carriers. Pencil with some anti-re, which is clever, but Boom still manages to get out, and Pencil doesn't go for the gate. That's a clever kiss from Letty, provided they can get this reset. And no grab from Rain. Interesting decision. Perhaps with pups coming up, I'm not entirely sure. Jake can't get out against Ballers though, which is really poor from Jake. And Aspi dies as well. So what was a great decision from Letty to put themselves in the ascendancy has turned out pretty even. And now Jeremy with his tag pro will look to tip the scales into their favor again.
Yeah, TP have the bomb to work with, but Pencil can't quite get the snipe.
Nice from Letty and Aspi. Don't think this tag pro lead will be able to do much anymore as long as Aspi can stay alive and they don't die too much on the other side. Don't know what Pencil is doing, boosting away from the base. I think that's a bit of inexperience there showing. 2-1 it is. The Cap 22s looking good for it too. Anything to add there, Activation?
Asby's team's gonna win. Have full belief in the lad.
Blind faith, blind faith.
I don't know, it just seems like whenever Ballfathers get the pups, they're not really using it efficiently at all. If anything, them going for the pups is kind of hurting them because they're not using the pups, which lets Rain's team out.
Yeah, here is a chance though. Only 1 on O, which Pencil should be able to handle without being Ballers. Aspi decides to go flag pro and is out. Ballers chooses not to get the gate. A quick kill, but some anti from Boom on the backside there will shut any hopes down for the Ballfathers getting a cap right now. And 4 on O again, just look pretty uncoordinated there. Not a whole great deal of anti being played by the Ballfathers either, which Rain's team seems to be doing quite well so far. Ball's looking to come in, has the boost to work with, and the bomb, and it's well done by Cap 22s. Rehearsed that one, obviously, and it looked like they might even get 2 caps out of it. Letty's streaming in and is able to delay or scare Rain enough, and Jake gets the return there. But 4-1 to Cap 22s, and yeah, looking pretty strong, or at least much stronger than the Ballfathers.
His top up as well. It's easy to control the map when you're getting at least 1 pup every time. Is Rain chance here? Oof.
It was well done from Pencil there to play that RB against Rain. I feel like one of the major issues I'm seeing so far is Jake and Letty's grabbing. They don't seem to be getting out very effectively or even working for each other very well. As be able to shut that down with Boris, but most of the grabs just seem to be, you know, slow and still being surrounded by members of the Cap 22s or boosting into the back of the base is all they really have, and nothing's really being set up very well.
Yeah, it's sometimes hard to get on the base when you're boosting in. For example, for top side for the nat half, if you grab the flag and get it clean, you end up in the back of the base and not much to work with.
That's where you just need a bit of a backboard, something to help you out and break that, but doesn't seem to be forthcoming.
Yeah, they have been lacking that teamwork in that half.
I mean, Elfie, you said it there as it was happening, and then it was just 2 kind of nothing flaccid, and then Cap 22 snuck in a cap at the very end of the half.
But they gave one at the end. Oh wow, I lagged out.
Yeah. I also got kicked. It must have been a server-wide thing. Yeah, I think it's something I saw in some of the TPM games I was watching, some of the scrims even. They're just not even necessarily on this map. It seemed to be a consistent thing where I'm not sure if it's just because Jake's been out of the game for a while, but he really does seem to be struggling with the ability to grab and grab effectively. And Jake's always been a player that I think has had the mechanical skill to be able to juke, but always struggled to be juking with purpose. If you watch Pinkman's probably the best example of it, where it doesn't even necessarily look like he's juking, and I think Pink would maybe admit it that sometimes he probably just can't juke, where really all he's doing is looking to find the space and get past this one defender. Probably don't even need a juke. You're just looking for a moment where you can get past them and get into a better position and start threatening the other side of the map. And it feels like Jake just, even when he does have the flag, which he's not really getting a lot of it at the moment, just seems to be juking for the sake of juking as opposed to moving anywhere with purpose. And on a small map like Emerald, you can be closed down really, really quickly. You can't really afford to be wasting time. Everything needs to be done quickly, and he's not really doing it. Whether he has a flag or not, his grabs seem to be very, very slow as well.
Yeah, just looking at their hold for grab, I mean, Letty and Jake both having about 2 seconds of hold for grab. So, yeah, they're dying pretty much always straight away when they grab. And it's hard to get any momentum
2,
off the back of that.
1.
So, yeah, 5-1. I mean, you can come back on Emerald, definitely.
Yeah. Well, we saw in the previous game, I think it was 3 cups, I think was the score. 3 cups, the turnaround, and then they end up winning by 1 or 2 caps. So it can definitely be done, but Ballfathers haven't shown anything yet to make us believe that it will happen. Jake with a bit of a force flaccid from Letty. Pencil not playing that well against Borwis, but Asby's looking to cover that, and Pencil just can't get the boost. Borwis sneaks in. 5 is looking a little bit more difficult. Bit of a waste of a bomb there from Letty. Doesn't get a grab off at 2. Asby in the right position to shut it down, but no pressure on Borwis, and he does have a bomb to work with himself, so he's going to be able to create some space for himself. Does get a nice boost, or doesn't get the boost. Slowed down a little bit. Probably had it.
Pups are coming. I think pups were split evenly last round. But it definitely seemed like Cap 22s were using it better.
Yeah. Felt like they got a couple more tag pros as well. I'd like to see the numbers on that. Pencil once again getting beat by Borwis. Does get a tag on Jeremy, but that's not the important person. Letty coming in would have been returned for Cap 2. Unfortunately, wasn't there from his team. Silly decision to run over the gate and gives himself up. Borwis looking to threaten here. Only 2 ahead. They're both deciding to block Jake. And Borwis nothing doing.
Oh.
But
let's see how TFB goes. Shutting this down is all.
Not quite sure I understand that from Letty either. He boosts all the way back to put pressure on the flag carrier and get some information, and then decides to, instead of playing anti, just come back to base. If you wanted to be in the base, why not just stay in the base and move slowly as opposed to boosting across aggressively?
The initial boost back wasn't bad. He was still free ahead of the flag.
Yeah, no, I agree, but
This one back.
nice. Yeah, well done.
Jake will have an RB read, but Asby does great.
Asby should rush this though, even if he just dies on a spike. Decides not to. He really needs to rush it now. Jake's probably got about 5-6 seconds left on this. Doesn't get the tag on Borwis, unfortunately. That probably would have been a great opportunity. It's going to be out any second now. They do get the tag on Borwis anyway, and Jake's RB runs out, but he doesn't need to use it to get away from Boom Headshot. He does have moves instead. Jeremy going to take a little bit of a lap, and Jake trying to force things in the base. 2v1. Probably not going to be very effective there anytime in the future. Pencil gets a return. Ball was giving it to him for free. And Rain patiently waiting on this boost here. I like this. A nice little booster around Pencil and Jake, and some jukes in. Sitting on the gate, but just got lost a little bit in the source. Letty gets out instead.
Ballfathers to shut it down, as Asby does get the return. Chance for another one.
Oh, he might still... Nah, not coming. And Letty had half committed. Asby does get it eventually. He's not getting much help from his rest of his teammates, unfortunately. Doing everything by himself. Pencil gets juked with the juke juice. Boom Headshot cutting out of that choke nicely.
Yeah,
Some clever
seems
anti.
Like Cap 22s are a lot more comfortable with their regrabber getting returns, which is letting them play anti-effectively and getting shutdowns.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times come off, and it doesn't look like that's happening on the other side.
Boom has anti there to shut down. Oh!
The old Milo
Jazzy
juke.
off the back of that. Rain, nice bomb. Lost boost.
The bomb from Letty almost stopped Jake. Well, it did stop Jake from getting out, really. Jeremy looking to repeat what Boom did on Letty earlier. Not to be. Asby with an a questionable boost. Ballfathers, splitting the two of them to come into base. Nothing doing, unfortunately. Couldn't get the rotation around. Another death on the gates, which have absolutely been destroying the Ballfathers. Leads to a cap. Aspi does get the kill to give Pencil some space. We do have the old Barcelona Bayern scoreline right now. Letty looking to play some 1v3 defense in base and does. Gets 2 returns, I believe, for a cap. Jake putting himself into a bit of strife there against 3. And it doesn't matter how good you are at juking, you're probably not going to get out against 3 anytime soon.
I think for the Ballfathers, it might get a bit worse than the Barca Bayern scoreline.
Listen. Maybe. I'm with you. I agree. I can't recall a game where we've seen a scoreline worse than the Barca Bayern one, so there's nothing to reference here.
Surely there's an Arsenal game over 2 legs against Bayern. I think they racked up 10 against them, didn't they?
Yeah, 2 legs, mate. 2 legs. Doesn't count.
Oh, this has 2 halves. Balls for grab. His ball seems like it's just 1 pixel or so smaller. He's been weaseling his way out of so many close situations.
Weasel is an apt term. Pencil looking to protect Letty here, and lovely work from the Ballfathers. They are making somewhat of a comeback. It's a very flimsy comeback, but it is the start of something. 8-4 now is the score. Jake not able to get out. Bit of a silly grab in the end. Or a flaccid rather. Wouldn't even call it a grab. Won't give it that distinction. Ballfathers not able to sneak away from Pencil, who's looking a little bit stronger now. Maybe some first half nerves. Some first game nerves, really, on his debut.
Yeah, it's a big job for Pencil to play a part in this team. He doesn't have too much experience, but he hasn't seemed too out of place for the most part. But yeah, 4 caps down. I mean, teams have come back from worse situations on this map. Aspi does with TP.
Yeah, and they're getting a decent control of these pups now. They don't seem to be losing them as hard as they were at some cases in the first. Aspi decides to go for Flag Pro. Once again, we've seen this one work out before. Looking to boost in. Probably not much doing there. They can't even get the return on Jeremy, let alone worry about getting a cap. Aspi would have probably been smart to just die there at some point on the regrab and just give them a head of 2 situation, which they would have had now. Jake coming in, looking to boost down into the bottom of base. Rain with a grab. Pencil not able to close him down, and the kill on Aspi. Well done from the Cap 22s to give Rain some space. Jake with some lovely jukes. No one shutting down Rain. He is almost going to run into a spike, but stays alive long enough to prevent the cap from Jake. Ballfathers looking good for it now in this second half. Definitely playing much better. Pencil and Aspi communicating that well, baiting the boost down to the bottom from Ballfathers. Bit of a rookie error from him. Yeah, and Rain does get the tag pro and just gets the boost ahead of Letty. That was that would have been crucial. 3 caps in 3 minutes, definitely doable. 4 though is going to be a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, chance for Jakey if Letty can hit the bomb. Sets up
Nice.
perfectly there. Here we go. Oh.
He had a lot of time now. I feel like he could have gone around the gate and still gotten to the boost first, you know.
Yeah, Ballfathers has come back strongly in the second half of the second half. As Ballfathers looking for a way into base here.
A little bomb from Rain, hoping to push Pencil away. Looking to come around the backside, but Pencil just boosts straight back through. Very, very well from him. He's playing much better now. Jake holding it down on D. Aspi looking for a handoff. Does sneak away from the gate. This is a chance here. Pencil the only one on D now. Jake and Letty didn't know who was going to go on offense. Both of them did in the end, and probably wasted a really good opportunity. 3 caps is the deficit at the moment. A double kill for the Cap 22s inside the Ballfathers base is going to allow Rain to get out. Letty with the juke juice probably won't be tagged unless he really starts to push it. You know, I'd trust Letty with the juke juice to stay alive for the entire duration. Ball's looking to kiss here. Rain with the anti. Looks like a reset. And it's exactly what the Cap 22s need in this situation, just to slow the map down. As he does get the reset as well, but that is 30 seconds off the clock for nothing for the Ballfathers.
Yeah, and they look like they're really destabilized again over this last minute. Capping 3 times in the last minute. Has been done before, but Yeah, it's going to require a lot for the Ballfathers to this one back.
You keep saying it has been done before. Was this against your team, Pink? I get the feeling that there's some bad blood in this,
No,
this commentary.
this is by my team. Cap 3 times in the last minute to get a draw. Well, that was a win. But yeah, doesn't look like TFB can put this one back.
Probably not. Jake with the Tag Pro lead is going to kill Rain. Letty doesn't know it, or he might know it, but his base was empty and came all the way back to the enemy base in order to die over there, which is probably not the smartest decision. Letty does get ahead of Bulwark in that bot choke. Does get blocked out by Rain, but I think Bulwark is just happy to hold and take the 3 points here.
Oh, maybe a cap flag. People do love their cap flags.
Some people do.
But yeah, oh, might have been a cap for Rain there, but by Jazz.
Yeah, well stopped by Jez. Can't allow that, mate.
3, 2,
I wonder if that's going to create any tilt.
I mean, what was it, 8-5 in the end? So, I feel like most people would have thought the Ballfathers were going to lose by more than that. Cat 22 did look pretty strong at the start of that second half. They were looking pretty good as a team there. They were all working together well. You could tell their comms were very strong.
Yeah, still some interesting decisions on both ends. I think I would like to see cleaned up. Obviously, it is the first week, and so we can expect this. In the finals, everything changes towards the end of the season, of course. But Ballfathers, as you said, looking good for it. They don't look completely outclassed, which I think is what some people may have thought would have happened. I think Pencil definitely looks very raw, but to be honest, certainly not the worst player on his team, and that says a lot for someone that's coming into his first game against some pretty experienced players on the other side from Cap 22s. I think Cap 22s just had their communication, their strategy down a lot better, with a decent amount of anti being played, their regrabber coming off well. The communication just seemed to be there, and obviously the experience with having so many long-standing players is definitely going to help. It's going to make them much quicker to gel in this first round. But yeah, I think Aspie's team didn't look too far away and certainly made a much better comeback in that second half. Hopefully they can carry on some of that momentum into this Scorpio game, which is going to be about as exciting as Emerald, unfortunately, for our viewers. This map is, unless it's Pinksman playing, then this map's pretty boring, in my opinion.
3,
But
2, 1.
It's a fun map to play, but not necessarily a fun map to watch.
yes, yeah, I think that's a good summation.
But yeah, I feel like this map will suit TFB a bit more. They'll be able to play more of a structured game. It might be harder for them to get shutdowns on regrab train, but they'll be able to always stay ahead and have a solid base. Like when you've got Aspie and Letty on a team, you've got a strong core to the team. So they'll always have people in the right places, making it hard for them to be capped against.
I think what you'll notice if you're watching this is that there'll be situations where if Aspie is the one that is required to shut down or be the cover defender, I think they'll be okay. I think if it's on Pencil, I think that's where Cap 22s can make some money. I think Aspie's always going to be a clever in his positioning in terms of how he allows the offenders to hold the flag and where he allows the offenders to hold the flag, and then when he starts to shut that down and the lanes that he takes. I don't think Pencil will necessarily have that, and that's incredibly important. Incredibly important on this map. Yeah, when that 1v2 was really nice, and hopefully they can make something happen. But because this base is so open on this map, it becomes, and you'll see that now, where I think if that was Aspie, Boom would have had to juke back as opposed to being able to use the boost, and that's just the inexperience showing. Balls for that RB runs out at the wrong time, and Pencil does get the return. Jeremy gets a nice little bump though, and is able to get back to the flag just in time so that Letty cannot cap. Jake looking to block Rain out, but I don't think Letty's going to be able to make much of this. They do get the return on Jeremy. Letty not able to repeat his TPM heroics in that bot left corner of Scorpio. Jake looking
Jeremy
to juke.
pretty good to save the cap there. Used the ball
Yeah.
just for it.
Yeah, he did. I thought he missed it initially. Maybe a little fortunate to be hitting a couple of players there, but did well to react to that situation. Pencil in a stay alive situation. Oh, they're all over these bombs, the Cat 22s. They do have a tag pro advantage. RB on balls is probably the pup he wanted the most there. Gets a double tap from Aspie. And Pencil needs to hit this snipe. Aspie's going to try and force that away. Pencil does hit those snipes.
Chance for Jake here as we push out.
Yeah, it's not a bad trade in the end. Boris, very, very well played from Boris.
And that snipe by Pencil was actually pretty nuts.
Yeah, it was crazy. The man is known. The man's known for his snipes. Letty just gets a free grab. How you going? Easily out. Boom reads those all day. Jake a little too passive getting out. And Boom's going to shut that down as well.
Yeah, just spots like that there. I feel like if Cat 22s had that situation, they would have got out. But Jake and Letty just, yeah, Letty died in a bad spot, leaving Boom not much ground to cover to get to Jake. Jake wasn't able to juke out Boom. But pups are coming here, and Letty's uncontested in middle.
Had the timer just a quarter of a second wrong.
Yeah, I just feel like a few times in pup rounds, Pencil just is a bit of a spectator, not really adding too much value. But Letty does have a chance here.
Yeah, they do have the team boost as well. The tag pro lead is going to make it difficult. Pencil being blocked away from the team boosts. And they do get a kill, or Boris gets a kill. Boris gets 2 kills on Aspie to stay alive, and you trust that he would, and does. Some smart juking there. And they are playing anti to try and give Boom something, but not coming. Aspie's very safe.
Left the second they were getting a return.
Yeah, just that lack of communication, I think, there. Especially,
22s, yeah.
I think the main communicators here would definitely be Letty and Aspie, and they were both the ones that were in important positions as opposed to the ones that were getting the return, so definitely struggling with that. Interesting to see.
Down so far.
Yeah, interesting to see if the Ballfathers can sort of hold this defensive play that they've been having. I think Ballfathers have probably had more of the chances so far. Letty and Aspie. Nice. They get all 3 pops here. Letty goes for the grab with that juke juice. Aspie not able to get the tag on Boris, and there's bit of confusion in the middle there. Jeremy trying to hit a snipe, doesn't. And no one is going for a tag on Boris, and Jake is just chilling, probably having a sip of beer. He's loving life. Little does he know, his team needs him right now. He's able to juke away, but opportunity's gone, and Rain's able to close him down now as well. Boris able to stay alive, probably temporarily. I think he'll get shut down. No, he gets a nice bomb out. Pencil's got nowhere to go. Attempted split, not doing. Some very silly grabs from the Ballfathers. I don't like that at all. And shut down on the other end. But with Rain grabbing, there's no real reason for Letty and Jake to be grabbing there. That was very silly. They did get all 3 pups in the last round. They will be contested for these pups now, so I don't think it'll happen again. Aspie gets 1, Rain gets 1, both juke juices, and this right one is going to go to Rain as well. So juke juice each, and both on defense. Probably mean we'll have a little boring 20 seconds. Nice little snooker boost from Letty to get Jake out, and then snooker's boom into the boost as well to kill Jake. Letty calling the shots on both sides here. Boris out and ahead of at least 3 here. Aspie being blocked out by Boom, and Boris is going to hit that boost around onto the back wall and get the second cap of the game. And yeah, Cat 22 is starting to show their dominance here.
Doing really good at shutting down the Ballfathers when they get the flag. Which, yeah, Ballfathers haven't been able to do. But Pencil does get out of here. Could Aspie get the solo here?
Yeah, he does. And they need a block on Boris. Pencil just needs to go around the back, and he does. So that is the first cap for the Ballfathers. Third cap of the game. With 4 minutes remaining. Round of pups. Tag pro for Aspie is not going to be able to secure that right pup, and it is going to be a tag pro for Jeremy. So that's unfortunate. Rain was able to go 1-1 in the last round. Smart kiss in the end from Aspie, but it is on Letty to try and stay alive. Yeah, on the team tiles too, not happening.
Just when you thought TFE might get a bit of momentum, 2 TPs against them, and it's hard to overcome that. Nice grab by Ballers here.
Interesting. Very all bunched up there from TFL and a group of 3. Very easy to get a nice grabbing out from Ballers. You'd think Ballers would be good at this map, wouldn't you, Pink?
He's learned from some good players on this one. Played against
Yes.
some good ones as well. But
I suppose
yeah.
Nugget could teach him a few things, I think. Letty almost out. Jeremy catches up with those team tiles. Boom boosting back. Jake looking to see if he can get that pup. Just asking the question. Boom says no. No blocks on Jeremy, who just absolutely steams in and takes him out. They do get the kiss on the RB, but yeah, nothing doing really for the Ballfathers at the moment. Letty hoping to make a move on his ex-teammate Boom Headshot. Boom Headshot gets a block from his own teammate, Boss Jeremy, this season's teammate. And Letty looking to make some moves, but with Rain's Tag Pro in base, you don't see much happening here. And indeed, going to be an easy out for Jez, who's going to run himself into some absolute trouble. Oh, some lovely anti from Pencil there. A nice little solo from Asby, who's really running the show so far, I think. And good communication there. Pencil with some great anti gets them the second cap. And they're definitely in this. They didn't look too good for the first 5 minutes. Looked on the back foot. Had a couple of chances, but really didn't look like they were ever going to convert one. And last couple of minutes, looking like a good team.
Pencil's done pretty well for the 2 caps they've got. Had some nice little plays, which is good because he's probably the weakest player on this team if you look at it pre-game. Yeah, a bit of confidence for him.
Going to try and should just hit this team boost through the middle. Asp shakes the tag pro. Letty fakes the tag pro, and Pencil's still stuck in base. Not sure what he's doing. It's taking a little while to make a decision. Letty is carrying this TBF team right now. He's able to get out and almost pulls a juke and pulls Boom off regrab. Hate to see that from experienced man Boom Headshot.
Let's
Asp
look at
dies.
Boom not afraid to come off re here to get the return.
Returns at the same time. And Letty probably closer to shutting that down. Boost down and into the middle. And Jake's looking to get closed down as well. Jeremy in a much better position here. Pencil looking to hold with that bomb. Smart decision to go to the bomb and try and use it. Try and bait Boris a little bit closer. Bomb's down. Has the neutral boost to use. Doesn't quite get the right angle. And Jeremy is just taking everyone for a loop at the moment. They do get a block for Pencil to get through the mid. And they end up getting the pop as well. Boom is going to get that left pup. Yeah, uncontested. And an RB. Very fortunate for him. And looks like they're going to get the tag on the right as well. So all 3 pups to the Cat 22s. I think Ballfathers probably play it smart here to just try and hold out for the next 30 seconds and not concede anything, considering the deficit they've put themselves in. Letty on this bomb should be able to buy himself some time. A kill from Jeremy on Asp. Going to give Cat 22s a little bit of ascendancy, but not enough to do anything with it, as Letty's able to stay alive for more than long enough to give his team the time that he needs. Pencil getting juked out by Boom Headshot. Maybe he should play O, not D. Oh, that's poor. That's poor from Pencil and Jake there. But Pencil gets gifted the return. Asp looking to juke out. There's no boost spawning, unfortunately, which is probably what he was hoping for. Was just taken. And will be finishing 3-2 to the Cat 22s. But I think that Ballfathers will be much, much happier with that how that half went, considering the first half on Emerald. And probably looking pretty even, I would say, with the Cap 22s. Cap 22s definitely had, definitely the experience showing, and I think there's a fair few moments there where we saw that. But I think overall, pretty even game.
Letty with over 2.5 minutes hold there. He'd done a lot of holding that half. And I think that's what they need because they're struggling to shut down Cap 22s. I mean, Rain and Bullis are 2 slippery players. And yeah, for a new player like Pencil, it's kind of hard to shut down those people. But they've done well. They're down by 1. A lot of people probably thought they'd be conceding double figures every half initially, but yeah, they're doing well to hang in there. Definitely got a chance here. They're getting a bit destroyed on pups, but that half was 19-8. So,
And you could feel that. There are a fair few rounds there where it was all 3 to Cap 22s. And in those situations, as the team that gets 0, you really need to just try and hold on and not concede a cap. You don't need to worry about looking for your own. Definitely looks like Asp and Letty are the 2 that are going to make the plays for this team. They seem to be the ones that have done the best for all of these actual caps in the end. I just think you need to ensure that, for the most part, I think a big thing is actually just trying to keep them off regrab. If you have either of those players on regrab, then they're not really going to be able to be effective. If Letty has the flag and Asp is on regrab, I'm not really trusting Jake and Pencil to be able to make a big play. But I think we've seen Asp get a fair few solos for some good returns and some good communication across the team that is starting to show for that anti from Pencil for the second cap there as well.
1.
So seeing some improvement already, but Cap 22's probably still the stronger team overall. And, you know, all these things that we're talking about as if the Ballfathers are doing them really well, the Cap 22s are also doing them really, really well, if not better. And that is to be expected from a team with the players that they've got. So for as much as we're talking up the Ballfathers, Cap 22s have definitely looked the better team and look better for the lead that they have.
Only one cap in it, so Ballfathers got a chance here. Nice grab by Ballers.
Yeah, 2v1 too. Almost made something of it.
It's these situations here, Letty and Jake just really struggling to get out. Although they got pups coming up soon. We best not to flash it now.
Looked like Jake wanted to. Tried his best. Couldn't get it. Rain not going to get that mid pup, I don't think, anymore. RBs though, and Balls with the Juke Juice. Pencil has a snipe to be able to close him down. Does get ahead. Almost ekes that return out. Looks like both teams going to get out. Boom headshot closing down Letty.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice anti.
Yeah, clever kiss from Pencil. Yeah, once again. I mean, we explained this before the game even started, and we're seeing it now. Jake doesn't need to juke in that situation. I mean, if he just runs full speed at the boost, he has the boost, and probably a cap after some anti from, I think it was Letty, but just wants to juke for an unknown reason. Can you explain that, Pink? Was this was you in season 2, if I remember correctly?
Oh, they were good times. Score didn't matter. It was all about the jukes.
All right, mate.
Well, that's what happens when you verse in Ballbusters and TFP. You know you're not going to win, so just get some juke.
No.
But Aspie could have got right up, but he chooses to go for mid. Well, he gets it anyways.
Yeah,
Big
works out
chance
well.
here. Pencil with the grab.
Yeah,
And they got
wonder if he knows how to run a lead here. Jeremy with the RV is probably going to delay long enough to give Cat 22 some sort of chance. Letty does get 1 kill. Yeah, second kill. That's going to be 3 kills. Jeremy going to have to loot back. Oh, Rain. Almost. Oh. Yeah, I think Letty maybe gave him a little bit of a better angle there. Jake starting to use the boost here. They do have 2 kills now. Needs to be patient with this. Does Jake coming into base? That's a nice boost back, but didn't read the situation enough. Jake just committing a little too much, and Boris is able to get out nicely using that neutral boost. Letty, though, on the other side is also out until he decides to bomb straight into the portal. Aspie and Jake, no one decides to cover the portal. Jake does take the boost, which helps Aspie out a little bit, but it's not going to be quick enough. Interesting defensive decision making from the Ballfathers. I'm not sure what the communication was like there, but certainly wasn't accurate from those two. Headshot with the Juke Juice on flag. RB on Re as well. Probably should just look to die, and does. I don't think that was intentional, but he did die, and it's the correct decision. Jake is going to be okay, I lagged a little bit. Thought he was out for a second. It is Pencil instead that's going to be out, and ahead of 3. Nice. Nah, it was the bait boost, mate. It was the bait boost.
They look like they're gonna fall out of the game, but they keep coming back. Still 1 cap behind.
It's good. We'd like to see it. Jake, finally, getting his grabs on point. A lovely roll-off grab there. And even though he dies here and he will be frustrated, it does give Letty some opportunity here. Loops back onto the bomb. I don't know what that was about. He's going to have to go back to the bomb now as Rain comes in and makes some curious decisions.
The pup was open, but he wanted to go for mid.
Yeah, I think just using the bot bomb is a smart decision rather than the back bomb. I don't know that I trust the back bomb. Likewise from Aspie. Much less delicate, much more brute force, but just as effective. Does get out and ahead of 2. Balls to this tag pro is going to ensure that nothing is really going to happen for Aspie, who does bomb away from Rain and give himself some time. Rain still chasing this on Aspie. Now just going to look to hold him in place. Jeremy seems to be holding the flag at will half the time. Every time the Cat 22s are in a hold for, a don't drop situation, it seems to be Jeremy on the flag doing that. Oh, Rain, lovely. Jake, likewise with a split on the backside. Rain decides to boost into Letty. Probably not the right call. Letty goes for a grab, and Boris 5 minutes remaining. We are halfway through this second half. It is 4-3 to the Cat 22s. Ballfathers looking to make a bit of a comeback as they did in the first game. And they're able to get 2 of these pups. Yeah, 2 TPs. Asby dies. He'll be able to clear out Ree. If a return comes on Borwas here. Jake didn't push, unfortunately, and then grabs Flag Pro. Didn't see the spawn either, I imagine, from Boom Headshot, so probably freaked a little bit. Does get a boost. A lovely boost at that. Beneath Boom Headshot, and is going to rush in, but Rain's there just in time. Looks to Duke Borwas. Boom has a brilliant position on Asby, though. Really, really unfortunate there. Wasn't able to get the blocks. As really well done from Boom, and Jeremy comes in to save the day in the end. Pencil looking to grab against Rain. Duke's back, has a team boost now to work against Kim, and it does go against him in the end. Wow, what an opportunity for the Ballfathers. Really,
Thought that was a cap.
yeah, really crafted that well.
Just unlucky by Jake there. Was it a .25? I could have sworn he went over the flag tile with the flag.
I think so. I think you're right.
See if
But-
Jake can get left pub. Jess gets there in time, but
Yeah, that's absolutely fine, especially with that block on Boom in the middle. This is potentially going to be a cat. Rain instead gets the call. Good communication from them. Pencil should be able to get this tag pro uncontested. That is the penalty that Rain pays, and the reward that he gets for his decision is a cap after Jeremy gets a tag pro on the left-hand side and kills whoever was challenging it. I didn't quite see it, but we are back to 2-cap lead for the Cat 22s. Every time they've had a 2-cap lead here, Ballfathers have struck right back, so we're expecting to see Letty do that. Pencil not making much of this tag pro, just sitting in base. Letty's really screwed himself now, and Jake doesn't have the boost to use with straight away, and does get closed down, and instead of a cap for the Ballfathers, looks like it's going to be another cap for the Cat 22. 6-3 is the score with 3 minutes remaining, and yeah, it just looks like things are starting to fall apart a little bit for the Ballfathers.
it's sad to see they were so close to tying it up, and yeah, it looks like it's miles away now.
Yeah, unlike Emerald, this is not a map where we would expect a consistent amount of quick caps. So this one they're probably going to have to work a little bit harder for. Pencil with a nice bomb snipe there to shut any hope Cap 22's had of getting an 8th cap in this game. Rain with a very easy grab, however, and OD is nowhere to be seen, both on the back side. I presume a lack of communication there. That's really poor. From the Ballfathers, both playing the backside of OD when realistically none of them should be there, especially with the flag coming in. That was pretty disgraceful. Letty bombs out very nicely with some help from his team. Jake is on the flag now and just probably had the out against Borwas, but decided to juke instead. I feel like I've said that a few times now. He's going to be required to play OD, and a lovely boost from Rain blocking him from the back is going to ensure that no OD is there for Ballfathers. 9-3. It's becoming worse than the Emerald game here.
Yeah, the scoreline's a bit of a shame for the Ballfathers. They've put in a decent performance. Don't think they deserve to be down by 6 caps, but that's just how it goes. Nice
Jake
handoff
with the-
there,
Yeah, it was a nice bait from Jake there.
but they
nice
might
feel on the
concede off
flag.
it.
Yeah, they will. Jesus.
I think their heads kind of dropped after they were so close to tying it up, then conceded a few quick caps. Yeah, that's rough.
On the bright side, it's not as bad as the old 10-2.
Goes with a bit of lagged out.
We are coming into the last minute. Not a great deal happening at the moment, just consistent flacids it seems from Jake and Letty and Asby and whoever else is playing O for the Ballfathers. Jeremy looking to get out, but a nice return from Pencil and then gives a question mark. Not sure what that's about. Hopefully a bit of BM. Love some drama, love some banter. Pencil probably, no, he's going to have to give up that pup, unfortunately. Jeremy's going to get it. And Letty just sitting patiently on this boost. Gonna have to use it now. Still hesitating, doesn't know where to go. Decides to go into the portal, and little do you know, Boom was right there. Another return and another cap for the Cat 22s. Could be yet another one as we see Borwas looking to juke through, and Pencil just froze in the spot, and Letty wasn't able to get there. Yeah, oh, lovely block from Rain. A great boost from him to give his team the chance to cap for a 13th time on Scorpio. It is an absolute whitewash.
Yeah, what was that, like 9 caps in like, felt like 5 minutes.
Yeah, dude, it was bad.
Yeah, it's a shame because Ballfathers looked pretty decent for 3 quarters of that half. It's just when they lost the momentum, it snowballed hard. Yeah, Cat 22 sweeping the Ballfathers. Solid performance by them. Definitely looked like they were clicking together as a team.
Yeah, they look well practiced, I'd say.
Would we like to talk to one of the captains?
It depends. Have you got mariachi music ready?
Oh, hold on. Give me a sec.
I was kidding.
Nah, I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
I'll go fetch some for you guys.
Get Rain. Definitely.
Yeah, I'll
need
try to
Rain.
get him.
So, what are your thoughts on, I guess... Oh, welcome, Rain. Actually.
Thank you.
Well played tonight, obviously. Yeah. Good.
An adventure in being carried by Bullis. That's what we'll call tonight.
Do you feel that was the case, Rain? Do you think Ball was carried you here? Because I thought
Absolutely, hugely. Fucking
I thought-
hugely. Sorry to
to
swear,
be
but
honest,
hugely.
I think when you watch it back, you'll notice that there are a fair few moments. I mean, maybe you may have felt that on the balance of play, but in the big moments, it seemed like all your players really stepped up.
Oh,
and
for sure. For
really
sure.
solid across the
For
board.
sure. Our D was incredible. I had no idea our D would be that good. Honestly. Yeah, really solid. I mean, Emerald was super surprising because it's a map that you can get out of control really quickly on. Especially against really good offenders like Letty and Jake, where you give them an inch, they take a mile, but we just didn't give them anything. I mean, I'll watch the game back, but yeah, super well played by the boys.
Yeah, and it was interesting to see a fair few times even when you guys had to swap roles. You know, Jeremy, obviously this is something I would expect from the players that you've got on your team, but Jeremy I saw holding the flag a crap load, boom headshot when you need to hold in a drop for cap situations, continue to hold as well. And then you had some crucial boost blocks on D and some good anti as well being played across the team. Just felt like you guys were definitely in control of that. Obviously, you know, against maybe a weaker team in the Ballfathers, or so we assume, but nonetheless, you absolutely steamrolled what was in front of you and looked
I think-
really, really solid.
I think the way that I saw them play, I think that they have some glaring issues with their play, but I feel like they have potential to do really well. I don't know if I would have felt that so strongly before the game, but I mean, Aspie and Pencil on D, they played really well. They played pretty well. For Pencil having not much competitive experience at this level, I mean, it's a tough first challenge for him. But I thought that he played really well, and I thought that their team might surprise some people come postseason if they make it.
Yeah, fair enough. Any other questions?
Sounds like a no.
Nice. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Tune in tomorrow night. I don't know what time.
8 o'clock for our game.
8 p.m.
Yeah, I got you here. So tomorrow, the games will be, we have 8 o'clock, Pinksman versus the A team in the majors, and 8:30, Straight Line Squad versus Thank God for Pups, which I might see if we can delay to be after the majors game. So that's tomorrow.
Cool. Who's streaming those, by the way? Is it?
So the first game, the majors game, that's Dilza, and then Rain has the second one.
Yeah, cool.
Links will be everywhere in general chat.
Thanks for tuning in. Alright, so sign them off.
Yeah. Keep watching OLTP. Season's just started. Get around it.
I wouldn't bother with tomorrow night's game though. There's some mediocre players.
Just wait for
sure.
Tuesday night. That's where it's at.
Halo games tomorrow night.
Yeah, Pat and Rain, low elo games. Well, Pat and Rain, Pat and Pinkman, low elo games.
Yeah, true. Don't tune in. Might get a bit ugly. Bob
Thank
April
you.
explain tomorrow. He's
Ah,
not too good.
nah. 2 coins can't be good. Thank you, thanks Pink for joining us. Thank you iTag for streaming. Thank you Pat for your late presence.
It has been a pleasure. Thank you, Elfie, as well, coming in to commentate.
Who's commentating tomorrow's game?
You are Pat.
Ah, that's right, yeah.
Surely you're not getting a start, mate. Can't be real.
Got like
Sorry?
6 different accounts. You can play, commentate, stream.
Pat 5, Pat 6, Pat 7.
Don't forget Wayne.
Who?